Hi, my name is shuanDang, and this is take 2 of my commentary on my drawing video. This is me doing a whole bunch of thumbnails looking for what to draw. I think that was The Girl That Leapt Through Time influence there. Here's a character with a sword, a character with a flashlight, and a character with another sword. So I just throw a whole bunch of lines around looking for something that catches my eye, something that really resonates. And I started this character and I was like, oh, I really like it. Then I tried to give her something to do. And I think the idea that I was going for was a football, a soccer ball, if you will. But it's not drawn in here, but it'll be there later. She's resting her right foot on a football. There we go. And here's a rough sketch. I was a little worried about the proportions, double checking everything. She's about 7.5 heads tall. Just a little bit of perspective lines to make sure her limbs match up. And here I am going in and finding the right lines for her in the sketch. It's a little messy, but I think it works out. If I were to redo this, I would just paint using gray and just find her with the silhouette, because at the end of the drawing I actually end up painting over all these lines that I spent time on. I come from more of like a painting background. I paint with some acrylics on canvas, so I wasn't really used to the idea of inking my lines and then like coloring them as you would in a comic book or a more like Japanese manga style. You can see I did a little skeleton in red ink there. So here I do my third set of lines. They're a lot cleaner. I originally intended to just draw the lines for the character and then come back in and just add some color and be finished with it, but I really felt like painting, so I ended up painting over the entire thing. There's her hands. You can see I do a lot of undo, trying to find the right line. Here's her socks. Apparently they weren't long enough. Haven't played soccer in years, actually. I think the last time I actually played was sophomore year of high school. I remember in 5th grade that my 5th grade teacher would take the class for soccer games at least once a week. It felt like every day, like we would have an exercise time and the entire class would get together on the soccer field and kick some balls around. Alright. I'm not sure exactly why I removed the gray background here. I think it was because I'm not that experienced in drawing backgrounds and I just wanted to do a character illustration, so I removed it so I could just focus on the character, though it's a little hard to judge colors when you don't have a mid-tone background. There I go, fixing the shorts a little. I had a lot of trouble with the right side of the shorts. I think it started out a little too long and then I shortened it, but then the angle for the perspective was wrong. So you can see I pretty much put down a certain color, a base color for each area. Gave her a flesh tone, a hair color, a shirt mid-tone, and the jacket and shorts had gray as the mid-tone. And from there I would go in and add the shadow. So you can see like under the armpit and under her left shoulder, there's the drop shadow that's cast from the shirt itself. And with the hair, same thing. I put in the shadow after the mid-tone, and then highlights last. That was a lot of messing around with layers. I was trying to get the black layer on the right to desaturate the picture so I could look at the values. This was my first time doing that, so I ended up like testing out every single layer type before I got to the bottom, which is a hue and saturation. And with the black layer, it'll just like make your drawing black and white so you can see if an area is too light or too dark and go in and fix that. And this is where I start painting over all the hard work I put on the lines in the beginning. You can see the right foot is pretty much painted over. There's no more black line there, no more black outline. And same thing with the right arm. You can see how I'm not erasing the black line. I'm actually just taking a light flesh tone and painting over it. So it's more like a flesh colored line. See on the left side of her left foot. Oh, too late for that. This video is actually being played back at like 30 times the original speed. This drawing took about 6 to 7 hours of recording time. A week for me to actually finish because I do a lot of multitasking and, you know, just put in an hour today, an hour tomorrow. Here you see I redid her entire face to more suit the painting style that I ended up going for. Sorry about this. I was testing my brush because the Wacom driver actually had some issues. The latest driver I just updated, and it turned out that the latest driver caused some pressure sensitivity problems that I was really frustrated with during this painting. I got that all fixed now. All I did was revert my driver back to the older one. Every so often I Control Shift S to save as, and I save like PNGs. I can go back and individually look at the progress of the drawing from beginning to end. I was having some brush issues. The latest Wacom driver actually has some problems for me, so I had to revert it to the second to last driver version. So I'm still testing my brush out. The pressure sensitivity actually would glitch and lag. So midway through drawing, like a single stroke would stand out because the pressure sensitivity wasn't working. You can see on the right side, I got a set of brushes. These are actually up for download at fox-orian's DeviantART channel. You should go there and check it out. He has great artwork, and he provided this brush set. You can see it's really nicely organized. Round brushes, soft brushes, etc. There's a whole bunch of foliage brushes too, if you're having trouble making or painting trees, leaves, grass. I redid her face because while I was painting, I realized that those eyes really didn't suit the style that I was going for. Pardon the black box, that was me chatting with my friend while drawing. I cut out most of the chat box. I think half the time I was painting, I was just chatting. So that really slowed down my drawing process. Yeah, like just about that slow. Not sure why it's lagging right now. Frame by frame. This is what happens when you multitask. Your drawing lags. There's my chat box on the right again. Huge black box. Dedicate 10% of my screen to communication. Alright, it's working again. Well, that was a video of me painting football. I hope you enjoyed it. You can check out other videos in my channel, even though I don't have any yet. Check out my DeviantART. There will be more drawings uploaded there soon. Thank you.